Yep.
So, Anthony, in this lesson, we're going to discuss some of the difficult texts pertaining to who Jesus is,
Hmm.
or as we were talking about, who he is not.
Yep.
You already addressed a little bit in previous lessons about Psalm 110:1, where
Yes.
David calls Messiah Lord. If you could address that, and then maybe Isaiah 9:6
Yes.
about mighty God, everlasting Father, which we can kind of relate to John 20:28 as well, where he's called my Lord and my God.
Yes. That's fine. A number of so-called difficult texts, they're not difficult if you've made up your mind on the easy texts. The mistake is to take the so-called difficult texts and make them the ones that dominate and the ones that then kill the easy texts. We've discussed the easy texts already. In Psalm 110:1, there's a colossal mistake in your translations if you have a capital L on that second Lord. Because if you have capital L, little ORD, that normally tells you that the word behind it in Hebrew would be Adonai, or otherwise the Lord God. So take the capital L off that second Lord, and you will then see that the Hebrew word behind it, you could look it up in any concordance, is the word Adoni, not Adonai. And Adoni is used 195 times in the Old Testament and deliberately says that the person is not God. So this is an oracle of Yahweh or Jehovah. It doesn't matter how you pronounce the word. The Lord God, an oracle, sent an oracle to somebody who's not God. He is in the Hebrew Adoni, which never means God. Sometimes, occasionally, means an angel, but it's deliberately the way the rabbis wrote, in which you are to understand that the person addressed is not God, is not divinity, is not deity. So the second Lord there is not deity. And that text is used massively in the New Testament and should instruct you very well. You can have fun looking up all those verses. So that was one that could be difficult. The other one then is the mighty God in Isaiah 9. The standard Hebrew lexicon defines that to mean a divine hero. Jesus is certainly a divine hero. Divine in the sense that God is using him uniquely, but he's not God. It doesn't say he's mighty God. That would be a reference to the Father elsewhere, the mighty God. He's not called that in that text. He's called a supernaturally inspired and driven divine, operating under God, hero. That's what El Gibor means there. You'll find that the plural of that, Giborim, is used of generals in Ezekiel somewhere. That very same word is used to define special military personnel. So that's not difficult. You can check that easily. And the other one then is Father of the age to come, eternal Father. That's a sad mistranslation. The Jews knew what that meant. They translated it into the Septuagint, the Greek version of the Old Testament, as the Father of the age to come. And Jesus will be indeed the parent of that future age. He's the one who's going to sponsor all that. He's going to govern in it and rule under God in that future age. So that means the Father of the coming age. And there is in that same book of Isaiah somebody called Shebna, who is called the Father in the same sense as meaning the governor. So, on no account should you use one or two verses to undermine the simple fact that God is a single person in the Bible. Never ever two, never ever three. The word three is never ever used in a verse with God. Three, nothing. That's just absolutely out of the question. The creed of Israel is the creed that Jesus recited. Ask your Jewish friends what that creed means. People died for the fact that God is one. So that's absolutely irrefragable, unbreakable as the basis of all we're saying.